Now, something great which we just received coming from China is that the NEV wholesales stood at record-breaking 1.46 million for the month of November, which is the 5th time in a row where we are seeing, of course, sales exceeding 1 million units, which is good, which is interesting, and which is amazing, because this, the more it grows, as I've told you, or as I always tell you, is the more companies like NIO will also continue doing so well in the near future. I know right now for NIO, things are not looking as what investors want in terms of deliveries, but I have hope, I've got faith that by this December or this month that we are in, NIO is going to, of course, report pretty good, decent deliveries. We need to brace ourselves for that, because NIO has given us a guidance, and out of that guidance, we can be able to project or populate where NIO could be in terms of deliveries right now in December, and that is the deliveries of 30,500. So this market, new energy vehicle market in China, which is growing like this, even retail sales, I mean, they are over 1 million. The more they grow is the more companies like NIO will have more opportunities to also grow. I mean, new energy vehicle sales in China, one of the things that is fueling this market to grow is obviously the subsidies that the Chinese government has introduced to those that are changing their old cars for new energy vehicle cars, or changing their old cars to buy new gas cars. For gas cars, you know that those that are changing their old cars to buy gas cars, they are getting up to 15,000 RMB worth of subsidy from the government, whilst those that are changing their old cars for new energy vehicle cars, this includes hybrids, they are getting up to 20,000 RMB. There are some cities in China that believe, or that feels that like China should go an extra mile, especially for the full EV cars, to say that those that are buying full EV cars, they get even more incentives, which that will be so great, because that will also give an additional or an extra boost to NIO. And some of the cities have implemented that, if you didn't know. I think last year we saw 1 or 2 cities implementing that. They are giving an additional incentive to those that are buying not only full EV cars, but cars that support battery swap, which that one, it favors NIO, because NIO is king globally when it comes to battery swapping technology. There is no automaker, no company globally that is successfully deploying this technology like NIO. By the end of this December, NIO will be having over 3,000 battery swapping stations only in China, which that, I believe, it is a massive catalyst. That is a big moat for NIO, because it attracts those that buy full EV cars to want to buy full EV cars that support battery swapping, which is good, which is amazing. And yeah, I hope this we get to see it, or we get to see the subsidies going further, or taking a step further, not only going to full EVs, but also going to battery, to cars that support battery swap, because battery swapping station, you'll know that they don't only benefit NIO, but they also benefit China. These cities also benefit from this battery swapping station, because they act as a grid stabilizers, or they act as power grid stabilizers, which is amazing, which is just great. And yeah, man, I would definitely like to see NIO continue deploying this battery swapping station, getting to 5,000, 10,000, and to their ultimate 100,000 battery swapping stations, which when they get to that, it will be equivalent to the total number of gas stations that are found in China. So yeah, battery swapping station, it is a moat, and the more this market grows, the more companies like NIO will continue growing. NIO, it is a company which is set for greatness. NIO, it is a company that is doing well. I know we were a bit disappointed right now in November when NIO delivered only 20,500, or just over 20,500, but I will say it again, this month of December, NIO, I think they will put a name, or they will make sure that they recover all the sentiment that got lost by the low, by the kind of deliveries they produced in November. I mean, so many of the investors, including us, they were expecting at least deliveries more than what NIO produced. And it's not a train smash. I think NIO knew that November was not going to be that good, but December, it looks like everyone is just positive. Even yesterday we were talking about barons that came and said December we need to brace ourselves for the kind of deliveries that are coming from NEO, from Xpeng, from Leoro, from Zika, from Ato, from Lip Motors, from BYD, because it looks like these car makers are preparing to even go for more sales in December, which for NEO, it will be so great if we can just pass the 30,000 mark. It will be so good to see NEO get to the 30,000 mark, because they've never ever reported any number over 22,000 deliveries. They've never reached 22,000 deliveries, of which getting them to move from just over 21,200 deliveries to 30,000 deliveries, I think that will be so awesome. That will be so amazing, because this will mark a new era for NEO. Because once they get to 30,000, I tell you, this low 20,000 we might not see anymore, because Onvo, you will know that they will remember that they are continuing to ramping up their production capacity in a way that January we might see the production capacity for Onvo being at 16,000. February we might see it at 18,000, and March we know that Onvo alone is going to sell over 20,000. Add NEO to that, you and me can agree that we are set for greatness. NEO is set to do very well, and those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded. The more the new energy vehicle market grows, the more the new energy vehicle market continues selling over 1 million, is the more companies like NEO will flourish, is the more companies like NEO will earn or get a good market share. Yesterday we were talking about the global market share that NEO has on pure electric vehicle, which is currently at 2.4%, which I did indicate yesterday that by next year, because of Onvo and Firefly, I believe that NEO will be having a market share of over 5% by the end of next year, because of those two brands that they introduced. Because if when it comes to sales, I believe they are going to seriously boost the kind of sales that NEO generates on a month to month, which is something that is just awesome, something that is just incredible, amazing to see the kind of growth that we are witnessing onto NEO. So yeah, man, I just thought I'd give you this quick update to tell me what you think about this. Blue sky is coming. Long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. I mean, as I'm doing this video exactly, NEO is up almost 7%. This might mean, or this is signaling that we might be seeing a short squeeze coming from NEO, which is something that is pretty great, pretty amazing to see this coming from NEO. So I'm happy, I'm excited. I just thought I'd give you this quick update. Long term will win. Blue sky is coming. That's all from me, and God bless you all.